Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. And we are happy to have you here to do this interview. Before we move ahead, I just want to tell you this interview is done for the purpose of education and helping the people to know about your business industry. So just want to know how this all started. And when I say this, I'm really looking at it. What was the what is that you saw in this industry that is given you a motivation that this is an industry wherein you can spend your whole life to make it better and you can carry on.
That's nice. Let me start by saying, basically, uh, dairy, basically, as everyone else, I'm also an electrical, engineering as a base. But when I started my career, I was doing some training here and there. Then finally, I was working with a company which was involved in this food processing equipment, manufacturing, installation, and commissioning service and all. In the beginning, it was really not very, encouraging job, but it was very nice to travel various places across the country and they send me sometime abroad and all that. So, I'm talking about 84 to 98.
Wow.
So, the journey was good because everywhere your destination and destination has a purpose will make you to move there and unknown people are there but they are all known to you because of the work. It was a very pleasant experience to move forward a boy of 21 and 22-year-old boy to run and see this.
Correct.
But really speaking, what really attracted me to this industry was the really the pain which this industry is going through, or or customers are having any in the food processing industry, especially perishable items like milk. When you have a lack of liter or even 10,000 liters of milk, and you have no choice to process, what to do next? What to do next? I mean, then there are many wrong ways to do it. And those days it was not very familiar. So people used to feel that is the loss, means it is a loss for not only this day, this year, it will not be able to recover. So there were many pain points in handling the perishable goods, especially in food, because it has to be handled very correctly, but at the same time it has to be the other side it is very risky.
Absolutely.
And there are people who and one more point is this industry was so unorganized on those days that that also one of the main reason for this pain point. Nobody will go for an equipment, good equipment and engineering knowledge, and somebody will give something and so on and so forth. So I was very clearly involved from the day one to install the plant, and then little later I was made in charge of the project, and I had a very close, contact with the people who are involved in this business, and I have seen them. At times, what we are doing is also not enough for them, but we are helpless. We cannot do anything more because beyond this, if you want, you have to go for imported machines which may not be affordable to the customers and farmers and things like that. I mean, there were many constraints. But if you ask me in a single line, there were enough pain points a customer who go through because this is behind scene things. Nobody knows. You will see an advertisement and good packets and milk comes. Even today, the customer will be having all these pain points, but today there are systems by which it can be fixed without struggling that much as it was in the past. So this is the pain point. Whenever then later when I started going meeting the customer, they used to tell me, and we do certain on the spot modifications or corrections, and the problems eliminated for the near future. They will be so happy that then you feel my knowledge and experience help people to solve their problems and they feel very happy about it. This is something which was otherwise not a concern for us because we work for we go there, we do our job for 2 days and we come back. That our job is over, our everything is done. I mean, so now here there is a so this helped me to understand the customer, and customer understood my potential also at the
Fantastic.
same time, saying that and I never give a long commitment of if it is taking 5 days, I never say that 3 days.
Correct.
If I don't know, I say I don't know. So I will not land up into a problem where he cannot get it repaired at least for the next 1 week. So I no no sorry I cannot do this because I don't know.
All right.
This kind of this all will help a customer who is in a situation in a worse situation rather to come to that. So my basic idea of attraction is this: you do something to a customer who is in need of technical service, then you can do a lot of things. Once the customer have the confidence on you, you can change the these the conventional method of don't do it, don't do like that, and all that can be changed. But if you don't have that confidence, customer does not have the confidence on you, then they will penalize you. But at
Right.
the same time, if they know and say that no, no, you go ahead and do it, and I have got a good opportunity to do trial and error with them.
Absolutely.
So it was a pleasant experience for me. I think if one line, if you ask me, meeting many people in short span of 10 to 12, 14 years across the country and abroad, having same pain points or different pain points and finding solutions and the happiness together, realizing it together made me to decide why should I stick to somewhere, work for it and do it. If I have to do this, why not? I cannot do it alone.
Amazingly great. I mean, sir, on the same line, then probably I've got another question to ask you is now when I look at the dairy industry, I mean, maybe a couple of years ago, there would be very less players, but today when I go to the market or when I do the search on the internet, I see many players. So, the question is, if a customer is coming to look at a dairy product or dairy processing product, why you feel your products are really better than somebody else in the in the market, as I could say from your competition?
Okay. Okay. See, if you ask me, this is a very relevant question, and I will be more happy to answer. We do not make equipments for an order or a customer.
Okay.
Our equipments are designed for the purpose by which it will be used. When your focus is towards the application of a particular equipment but for a particular requirement and purpose, you will have 5 to 10 minutes, 10% plus minus, but you will achieve the purpose to the maximum.
Mhm.
Or otherwise, if you place me an order, all the specifications are met, my supply is over, still you are not able to meet. As I said, unorganized people may not know where there can be a power supply, can be power consumption, conservation, electrical conservation, energy conservation in general. No, like, no water.
All right,
So,
sir. Now here, one question is coming to me. Just it is not maybe somewhat related to you, connected to your business operations, but I'm just thinking, as a layman, I am not belonging to this industry of yours. Now,
okay,
assuming I just read on the internet, I see there is a lot of scope is happening right now in the dairy processing
yes,
industry. But
yes,
I'm scared because none of my background is not from that industry.
right, right.
So does your company do any activity to help people like me to start getting the idea, seeing a vision, a goal, and you help me establishing the industry company and take me along with you to grow my business as well. So, do you have anything of that sort of model to help the newcomers in the industry? Because I feel, as you said, this industry is completely unorganized. So, there is a very less amount of consultation or data is available for people to pick up the knowledge and they move ahead further. So, do you do, or is your company doing anything onto that front as of now?
The- I have to say, I have to reply to you in two words. One, we used to do this in the past.
Okay.
Now we are not in a position to do it because the establishment has become, bigger. More people are involved now. More systems are in place. So getting some people to implement the thoughts and the practices what any of us, and my colleagues who are having will be difficult. As you rightly said, this is first. We used to do this. If somebody comes to us, we never suggest anything which is not required. We suggest the correct equipment and go for. Some people come and we discourage them to go for a plan that this capacity you would wait for another 6 months to increase your capacity. Minimum capacity you start with this level and so on. This we do, and what all required we suggest. But we don't get into this kind of project report, and because that's a different qualification altogether, which is not very easy for us to do it. But yes, our association start with a customer when somebody decided to have a processing plant for you, ice cream or milk or curd or yogurt. Once the intention is clear, which product and what you want to make and where the ingredients and what sort of thing you wanted to make, then we are there with them till to get the best blend out of it. You can make the product where your cost of production will be less, where your the wastage will be less. These are the things which we suggest. To begin a new plant or a new project, our resources at present we do not have that much of uh, infrastructure available with us. Earlier we used to do ourselves. Now all of us have some different kind of responsibilities and move away from that job.
Right. So when you say this today, you do not have but I think what you said, that teaching, consulting to the people is really an important part. But if you think that you do not have the capacity right now to do those activities because of current environment, then probably I personally feel that did you thought that you can leverage the digital media platform to do this job?
See, that is another point because this needs the first of all, as we are talking about, if in case of dairy, generally all of us are aware of the demand in the market. Now, demand in the market is one side is perfectly all right. You give a quality product, there are n number of customers available today's market. Yes, but to get that at that marketplace, there should be raw material available. There will be existing supplies available. There is an existing groups available. So there are many things which one has to go through before he or she start this getting into this business. So all along, we used to work for 3 months for one order, and we together with the customer close the order and do the project together. That time it was okay for us. Now, if somebody comes, everybody has their own reasons. So if I ask for a CA to do it, he will take care of the finance. If I give a marketing person, he will do the marketing part of it. If I give a veterinary person, he will see the animal availability and the milk production and so on. There are these all are so the customer is the right person to gather all the details and go to the different people to get the job done, put together as a project and move forward. I won't
All
even
right.
suggest to come to me for everything, including market. In case if you ask me, Tetra does this.
Mhm.
If you have a problem, the problem is if you want really, you want their help, they will provide you marketing. They will say, do the marketing survey for you and all that.
Correct.
So it is not that only people we don't have. That is an organizational requirement. We are more into the real world of engineering, manufacturing, design, and after sales service. I mean that is also equally important.
All right. Great. Great. Super. So, sir, one more thing. Out of your entire product range, right? If I ask you in terms of the consumption in India and abroad, so which flagship products of yours are really doing great in Indian market and in international market?
As we have elaborated a while ago, little while ago. if you ask me, dairy, there are many equipment manufacturers now.
Correct.
I mean, key equipment manufacturers are very few. Fortunately or unfortunately, we are one of the key equipment manufacturers now. Because we do have some of the association from Europe for last 15 years or 16 years. And they are with us because we do a current job and things like that. So, and we have supplied many plants in India. We do liquid milk, yogurt, curd, and flavored milk, ice cream.
Wow.
These are our you can say anytime product at any capacities.
All right.
We don't undertake some smaller capacity plant because it is not going to be, a break even for the customer also.
All right.
So all other things like milk related activities, we take care of the processing and engineering and utilities, steam or water and all that. So generally, what happens now? I mean, I let me brief you in few words. The milk is once it is reaching to the plant, it needs to be the quality check and all that. Then it go for cooling up to 4 degree and storage. So you need an insulated tank. To cool, you need a refrigeration system. So now your raw milk is reached. Now, based on the product what you want to make, you need to make the raw material to that level. Like if you want to make curd, you need to have more solids, so you need to add some ingredients to do that, like powder and this and that. So if you want to make liquid milk, you send the milk powder. Now pasteurization will take place. Pasteurization means what? It will heat up to 80 degree and cool up to 4 degrees subsequently after holding it up for 16 to 20 minutes at a very short time. So the basically then in the process there can be a cream separation if you have more cream in the system, and if your standard milk has an X percentage of now it is 3.5%, then the 0.5 or 1% you get the fat out with food and outside. Then you homogenize it so that the milk will never get separated. The fat and globules and the milk will be as one. So these all are the process. I mean, these all system we have sold from 100 liters to 2,000 liters to our customer range goes from Amul to Wilmar to KML to
All right.
all maybe around 600, 700 pasteurization plants might have been given for milk. Because we used to do only this in the beginning. That is why. Then slightly we move forward to juice. And we have supplied some of the plants to Fruity, Happy Fish. From there we move to PET bottles. Then, I mean, now that also another thing because we are the one who made first processing plant for making the mango juice like Fruity in the PET bottle.
Oh, really? Wow. Good.
In 2002.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
And we have at least till 2015 or 16 we have enjoyed the legacy and premium. Now we have enough competitors. So now we are forward. Now
So now when you mentioned about the competition, so what is that you do to keep yourself above your competition?
see
From the marketing point of view and from the innovation point of view, I'm talking about both the points.
yeah, exactly. This is a very another interesting point for me to answer because we have done that. See, this company or me, when it was started, it was only taking care of turnkey project for dairy. Turnkey means you come to me to ask for a 10,000 liters milk to be processed. Now, when 10,000 liters milk to be processed, you need to have the reception of milk, processing the milk. To process the milk, you have to heat and boil it with water is available, should be made available. In order to run the system, you need a electricity cabling and control panel. In case if the power goes off, you need a subsequent capacity generator. So everything you source it from outside.
Okay.
Except the technology, everything else will be sourced. Now, if you have when you have somebody assisting you for 5 projects, he will take the 6th project.
Correct.
So
Correct.
this is I mean, there is nothing which is basically the fundamental. Once it is clear, then it can be done by. So in 2 years' time, we have realized, at least I have realized, and but my, I can say this with my support from my customers in the market has helped me to give bigger plans to me. So I cannot handle it myself. First
Hmm.
two projects I have handled it myself. Then it become in 1999. If somebody give me 1 crore 50 lakhs order, it is imaginable. Today it is fine, but then I have no choice but to add people and make your infrastructure and things like that. Then I moved into juice. People told me why you are crazy. Nobody is there to make PET bottle in juice. I said, if somebody is asking to make it in juice, then just try. We have done that job and it was fantastic, fabulous. Every contract packing, people came and met this guy and asked. So from there it started. In 3 years from now, like 2002 to 2005, we have started manufacturing heat exchangers by ourselves. We
Wow.
could get the plates because we used to buy things from the existing manufacturers. It was their monopoly then. Now I used to buy one or two or three PHE or heat exchangers. It was okay for them.
Okay.
Now I am seriously taking bigger capacities and number of heat exchangers more. We believe, we feel people will help in such time. In business, it doesn't happen. They will do the other way around. Cut him into size. So that don't support him. So that I made my own heat exchangers.
All
I
right.
never had any manufacturing experience, but one of my friend who was an expert in heat exchanger was available at home after VRS from a multinational.
Hmm.
I requested him and he joined and he made me a heat exchanger at par with the multinational heat exchanger.
All right. All right.
So every 3 4 years, and whatever was possible to be in the market in full swing, I could foresee and plan myself, and I was always one step ahead than my competition.
Fantastic. So now this
And
innovation, what you're able to bring, is how you're able to bring it to the market. Let people
uh,
know that you're really onto the ahead of the technology in the market.
okay, that is also another point. This all will you will find my presence in my first answer. I never advertised any new products and went to the market and offered. Whenever I have something, I used to call the people who are possibly require or plan to invest and tell them, I have this system with me. I don't mind trying. Anyway, you are going for a system. I have a different system. Why don't you try? Are you sure? Yes, yes, try. Many people have taken my first plant without asking anything and without keeping any money. That is the
Mhm.
trust I have in the market. And I'm not joking, or I'm not exaggerating about my, I'm, in limited people, in limited in spectrum also, you will have people trust to each other. And
True.
this trust,
Absolutely yes.
let me tell you now, in India, there are 5 or 6 multinationals, 2 or 3 Indian companies manufacturing UHT. UHT is the latest aseptic milk processing,
Okay.
in Tetra Pak carton boxes
Yeah. Yeah.
or pouches also it is coming nowadays.
True.
We have made aseptic sterilizer and given to the first plant in Haridwar.
All right. Super.
It's working fantastic. So, so I mean, I am not, let me pause you for a while and then I go back to my thing. In 2005-6, we were one of the pulp processing company, equipment manufacturer, milk processing equipment manufacturer, and juice processing manufacturer.
Wow.
So it was really a good. I mean, you become an entrepreneur by getting things, not for asking. And today we have to run for an order, but those days our requirements were fulfilled because our infrastructure was limited, our requirement was limited. So we do 2 3 crores, and we say, great, we have done very. Then I, as I said, the heat exchanger, then I went for a collaboration with a company from Germany to have a semi-welded heat exchangers for refrigeration.
Hmm.
It is very popular and very good in energy conservation point of view. So then we went out with some of the key equipments because our projects required these kind of things. In 2008, I signed an agreement with a company for equipment called homogenizer.
Okay.
Very important part in dairy industry. In juice also it is required for fibrous product. Like mango, if you take sugar, water and mango, if you add after some time, the water will be up and the pulp will be down and some things like that. So once you homogenize it thoroughly, it will become one product and it will be a consistency will be very good.
Okay. Okay.
So that homogenizer I have taken in 2008 and everybody told me, are you mad? Who is going to buy from you and equipment which is important? Today I have around 340 machines
In India installation.
in India.
Wow, my goodness. Lovely, lovely, lovely,
So,
lovely.
it is sometimes 12 machines, sometimes 8 machines, sometimes 6 machines, sometimes 20 machines. But put together for last 15 years or, it really helped us to, then what happens? I'm talking, I'm not considering as an interview. I'm just experiencing my story, my journey. It is not
Correct.
that I never had any problem. If I don't have all this also, still I would have had enough problem. So it is better to have zero. But
Correct, sir.
that is not a problem. So then, once I started with greens, homogenizer, somebody else came and asked me, would you take cream separator? You know, cream separator is another machine where you can clarify the milk and standardize the milk and so on.
Hmm.
In 2 years' time, I have sold 9 machines.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I cannot say that I have sold. People have bought from me 100% trust, and all of them are till today it is working.
classic, sir. Classic, classic, classic.
So this is the only outcome of my 15, 16 years of service, what I gave to the industry. And then the way I was handling with my customers, I never shortcut. I never avoid any shortcut. Even today, I will not do this.
Actually,
Anyway,
sir, I'm
yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Now, I'm just getting one question here right now. I'm just thinking from the management point of view from the business. So today, if I look at your business has grown up to this stage, and you have been personally as the face of the company,
yeah.
right? So how do you see yourself in coming in another 10, 15 years down the line? So do you really want to encash upon more of your branding your company, or you still want to be the face of the company, or you want to put somebody else into the ecosystem who could be the face of the company? Because how it is going to be taken as a vision to make the company grow.
Oh, that is. See, if you ask me, it is that you and me are meeting. It doesn't mean that I am the face of the company. I have installed a second line management system in the year 2016,
Mhm.
and of course, in every private limited company or a private shareholding company, you will always find you will have your own people, kind of, the people who are near and dear to you will be in and around you. You will not find a single one in and around me.
Correct.
All are from different respective field, and some of them are 5 years. Now it is there are people who have 10 years and 15 years. And I do have three of my colleagues who were working with me then, joined with me later. So they are the directors. So I mean, this is the equation which we follow. So we are more friends than directors. And when it comes to business, we are more partners than the technocrats. So everybody has their own story and the relation in the market. So put together, it becomes a strong base in front of any multinational. We can still go there very smoothly in a Saturday morning and get the order and come back.
Fantastic, sir. So my
And
question was basically to look at, is your company going to be driven by the family, or it is going to be a board of directors? What you said, are the
no, no,
independent
no,
people who are
no.
running the
It is
company?
not going to be. Let me tell you. Then this is already made, and uh, during the COVID, we have decided to be more, delegate mode, and in 2021 and 22, we have added some more people and structured our organization. Now, maybe one of our director, as one of my friends and director who was there, is taken voluntary retirement for self-enjoyment.
Okay.
So, I
Uh,
mean, for his personal reasons, now nothing to do with, he says enough is enough, I wanted to do something else for the time being.
Ajay
And
sir,
I
yeah.
yeah.
One very personal question.
Mm.
In your 25 years of journey, was there any time where you felt, man, I cannot do it?
No,
Never. You
never.
never. You always keep chasing your
Let
dream
me
and
tell you,
keep on.
let me tell you why I was telling, starting the business if you are climbing on a cycle, you have no choice but to pedal it, whether it is faster, slower, or whatever. The moment you stop pedaling, you will fall down. Would you like to fall? No one
No,
will.
not at all. Very well, sir. Great, sir. Great, great.
And
Fantastic one. Great.
this is
Super. And my last question for this interview is, uh, so since you started 25 years ago, you said your most of your business, whatever you have done till now, has came from your goodwill. People have trusted you, and that is one of the base for the company, which has really made the company grow.
yeah.
But in this today's digital age, when the things are getting more digitized, getting more AI driven, things are moving so fast. Then, do you think that this mode of operation, what you are carrying right now, do you think it is going to be continue the same, or you are thinking that it has to be changed some way? If yes, what is your thinking about as a goal or as a vision to market your company?
Actually, we have already decided this and we have initiated our. We were not having a good website for last 15 years or 12 years. It was handled by India Mart. Okay.
Okay.
So people used to ask because there are very good website and details and things like that. And when people give a job, they find it difficult. And people like you do not have a. Then we have realized that there is a good amount of customers. Now we don't have customers. And customers means who select based on the merit. Normally depend upon the websites and digital platforms and things like that. We are missing.
Okay.
And we have largely lost a good amount of export orders.
Oh my goodness.
We do have export. I mean, we do a lot of export. I mean, maybe there are, in the past, even 40% of our total turnover was export. But
Oh,
all through known people again, or the merchant exporter and all that. So where you will not be getting the benefit of an export.
true, 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 true,
But in
true.
the market, we know in Africa, reputed brand is a very handy name, if you ask me.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. Great.
So we get some call. There are Indians, there are people who are working. They say this plant is good, that plant is good. So like people come to us and purchase items. Otherwise, we never had any arrangement with any of these African countries for doing that. So now your question to ask. No, we really wanted to expand our base in the digital platform, and this was not at all a known subject for any of us in the management.
Hmm.
I I have no shame to or thing to say. I always say if yes is yes, if no is only no. There is nothing in between. So
Correct.
then we have approached, we have got some people and making some corporate videos and website and uh, on social media platform, and then what do you say, search engine optimization and all that. This all I came to know after I started paying the bill. because these all are the subject which is mentioned in the bill. So, so it's
Oh
a
my
good,
God.
it's a good amount of money. So we have realized that it has some, the importance of it, and once we implemented, everything has a cost. Anyway, joke apart,
But are you able to see any kind of positive change in the company after you started doing all these activities?
yes.
Very nice, great one, super, super great, sir. And I'm sorry, one last question, one more time. So, what I say suggestion or message you will give to someone like me who are just a new entrepreneurs? Because I know, frankly speaking, when I started in 2018, since that a couple of times I feel like, "Oh, man, I think I cannot do it. Let me do something else." And I feel deviated a lot of time. I think there's a distraction. But somehow I used to pick up the courage, and when I listen to people like you, it gives me more of a confidence. So I feel like a mentor kind of thing is more important for somebody to grow pretty well. So anything you want to give a suggestion to people like me to keep continuing focusing and growing further?
See, I don't know to what extent, but if the way you are telling me, if what you are asking me, if I understand correctly, every day has tomorrow. But to do the work today and leave it. Like if you are doing something in your own expertise or the knowledge base, don't stick to where you are and in and around you. There are many items which we are not able to reach or we are not able to know.
Mhm.
Just have a little bit of time towards to find what best can be done. And I'm not joking. Last year, we have established, with the help of a technocrat, a soya extraction plant and supplied $1 million project to Zambia.
Wow, that's
Therefore, a
nice.
customer was here and he says, I am extremely happy. I have no words to express. Yes, there are some teething problems here and there, but the quality of products what I am getting is, and what else you need?
Fantastic, sir. Great, great, great. Thank you.
I'm not an expert in the soya milk, but we have not done anything. Whatever needs to do, we have done it correctly by which it is getting. So people like see this. As I say, today's work every day has a tomorrow, but let us complete today. Every difficulty when you wanted to change into, where you are going to change it, there are problems. So don't change for the problems. You establish this to maximum best of your ability, then move forward to do something else. Don't leave it halfway and go start something, then the whole life you will be doing half only. You will never be able to complete as one.
All right, so thank you very much for the suggestions, sir. I will certainly take into my practice. All right, so I think we are done, sir. Thank you very much for your time. It was amazing talking to you. And yeah, I will be happy to come and see you once I'm there in Pune.
Yeah, you are always welcome. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.